Hey there writers, it is confession time. I actually forgot to record a video for this week, but a little while ago I came across the Authors Are Weird tag, and it was a video by Heather Salter Pervs. I'll make sure that I link her channel down in the description below, so I thought it might be quite fun to do that for the video for this week, and then I will make a playlist of anybody else who's done this tag who'd like to be included. And so yeah, if you just want kind of some fun tag videos to watch, you will be able to go and check those out. So the first question for this tag is, do you have bizarre internet searches? If so, what's the weirdest one? So I'm really sorry, but I don't really have any particularly weird internet searches. I write romance, at the moment I'm working on a regency, so my searches are a little bit more interesting. There's quite a lot about what women in particular in the regency period would have worn, things like kind of social rules, like if they could go riding by themselves and just general stuff like that, but nothing particularly weird. For my book Last Dance Second Chance, I had a lot of ballet related internet searches, which was really fun, but yeah, generally they're quite random. I'm writing a book set in a little Welsh town at the moment, so a little while ago there were quite a few searches for Welsh words because I was trying to come up with a good name for this town, but really nothing weird, I'm sorry. Maybe ask like the horror writers. I reckon they're the ones that you want to speak to about that. Question number 2 is, do you write people you know and dislike into your story as villains or dumb people to kill off? No, I do not. That would be really, really mean. I've had like a couple of kind of villain characters, but they're very much secondary, and I don't think that they're in any way based off anybody that I know. I'm worried that my answers are going to be really boring to this and that I'm just not weird enough for this tag. I think that's what this is showing me. Question number 3, does personal hygiene sometimes come second to writing? What? No, that's gross. That is gross. Plus, we all know that the best time to come up with new ideas and to be creative is when you're standing in the shower. Okay, there is no excuse not to shower, brush your teeth and stuff. That's yuck. No. Question number 4. Do you go on baby name websites to help you name your characters? Again, no. I just, like, my characters' names just kind of come to me. I just think what I would like them to be called and they come to me. Or I guess if I hear like a particularly good name, then I might make a note of it. I think going on a baby name website could be a really good idea, but I suspect that I would just end up getting sucked in and I would waste a lot of valuable writing time on them. Question number 5. Do you have a list of actors and actresses that would play your characters if there was an adaptation made? No. No, I'm sorry. I'm really not the best person to be doing this tag. No, I don't. I think that can be a really good idea, and I do love the idea of having like a Pinterest board with different actors or models or whatever who look like your characters to help you when you're writing the descriptions of them. But no, I do not. Question number 6. Have you ever stared at a stranger because they look like one of your characters? No. No, I haven't. I probably stare at people if I think that they're particularly interesting, or if they're doing something that I think might be good in my story. Like a while ago, I was in a coffee shop and there was a woman sitting at the table next to me. She was kind of like opposite and to the side, and she just looked like she was having the best, most relaxed time. She had her coffee and she had a book, and I noticed that as she was reading, she was moving her lips as she was reading, and it gave me an idea for a scene with a character who's going to do that in a book in a series that I'm writing. It's one of the later books. I've kind of noted that down as something that I'd like one of my characters to do. So yeah, I would stare at people for that reason, but not because they look like one of my characters. Question number 7, do you talk to yourself to help work through scenes? If so, where do you talk to yourself? Like in my head, but not out loud, unless sometimes if I'm reading back over something and I'm wanting to check that it sounds right and it's in the character's voice, then I might kind of say it out loud but quite softly to myself, because it would just be like wherever I'm writing in the house, which is usually either at the dining room table or on a sofa. So I might kind of like mouth, if you like, what they're saying to make sure that it sounds right, but not actually talking to myself, no. Question number 8, while writing, do you make the expressions your characters are making? Sometimes I will pull faces. I know when I'm writing particular scenes because of what my characters are kind of doing. So that one, yes, that one I definitely do that one. Question number 9, do you ever practice answering interview questions in case you make it big? Nah. I did when I was like really young. I did practice either my Oscar acceptance speech or my speech when I won Wimbledon. I used to play a lot of tennis, and my dad taught me, and we used to go and play together a lot at a local tennis club, and I was good, but I never hit 5 foot. And I really feel that one of the prerequisites, if you like, to win Wimbledon is to be over 5 foot tall, because otherwise everybody just like lobs the ball over you and you can't reach it. So that didn't go anywhere, but I did definitely practice my speeches for that, but no, not for like making it big as a writer. And the final question, do you have a soundtrack and or playlists for your book or scenes from your book? No, I don't. Again, I don't. I think that kind of thing can really work for some writers, but I know what a procrastinator I am, and I know that if I started doing something like that, I would waste an awful lot of time putting together playlists and stuff, and it just wouldn't be the right thing for me to do. When I'm writing, I do like to have music on. I have a playlist, which what I've discovered is that songs with words aren't so good because they distract me so much, so it tends to be classical music, especially ballets. I have a playlist of a load of ballet music, like kind of the whole of Swan Lake, the whole of Sleeping Beauty, the whole of the Nutcracker. So that works out quite well, although particularly with the Nutcracker there are some particularly crazed bits of that which definitely kind of bring me out of the writing zone, if you like. When I was working on my Regency, like last time I was working on it, not this time, I listened to quite a few of the Bridgerton soundtracks that are available, because Bridgerton kind of takes like modern songs and does instrumental versions of it for the TV show, and that was quite fun because it kind of gave a feel for the era, but you're kind of listening and you're like, oh, I recognize that song, that's whatever. But no, not an actual kind of proper playlist or soundtrack for each book. There you go. Okay, well, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this and that you go and check out any other videos from this tag, which I managed to get together in the playlist, and I will link that down in the description below. I should tag some people. I would like to tag Tracy Mayhew. I would like to tag Margaret Pinnard, and finally Andrea Severson. I think that her answers would be really, really fun to this. I will have another video out next week, so make sure that you boop the like button if you've enjoyed this, and subscribe if you're not already, so that you don't miss any more of my videos, and I will catch you in the next one.